A massive and highly classified intelligence leak has just sent unprecedented shockwaves across the entire Nigerian digital and security landscape today, bringing an end to one of the most terrifying chapters in the history of the Northwest. The highly notorious armed group leader Bello Turji, who has completely destabilized vulnerable communities and orchestrated countless attacks across the region for years, is officially confirmed dead. For a very long time, millions of citizens have lived in absolute fear of his name, and the military has spent massive resources tracking his movements through the deep, dangerous forests. But today, the truth can no longer be contained. According to highly sensitive leaked documents that have just made their way to the public space this year, 2026, the feared kingpin was completely eliminated during the massive and devastating Sokoto Airstrikes ordered by United States President Donald Trump. While the National and International Defense Headquarters deliberately kept the exact details of his elimination heavily hidden from the general public to prevent immediate panic or organized retaliation, the undeniable facts have now surfaced. The United States military intervention, which saw highly advanced precision missiles drop on heavily fortified forest camps in Sokoto State, was a massive joint operation that finally brought down the most wanted man in the region. If we look very closely at the timeline of events, this confirmation makes absolute sense. Anyone who has closely followed the operations of Bello Turji knows his exact pattern of behavior. Whenever the Nigerian military launched a major ground offensive or an aerial bombardment near his hideouts, he would immediately rush to the internet. He was incredibly famous for releasing highly boastful, arrogant videos within hours of any attack, showing his face, holding his weapons, and directly mocking the defense forces to prove to his followers that he was invincible and still very much alive. However, since the massive Trump-authorized airstrikes completely leveled those Sokoto forest camps, there has been absolute total silence. There have been zero public appearances, absolutely no new audio recordings, and no taunting videos released to the public. He simply vanished. The authorities chose to hide the specific details of his elimination, leaving many citizens wondering if he had magically escaped once again, but these newly leaked intelligence documents finally closed the chapter. He is dead, and his long reign of intimidation has been permanently cut short by that unprecedented international military strike. As we continue to break down the massive implications of these leaked documents and look at the secret meetings currently happening inside the armed camps to replace him, I want to take a very quick moment to invite you into our growing family of informed citizens. Uncovering these hidden truths and bringing you the exact facts from classified leaks takes an incredible amount of dedication and resources. If you truly appreciate receiving these highly detailed, factual, and completely unfiltered security updates without any political sugarcoating, please take just one quick second right now to smash that like button. Liking this video is the absolute best way to tell the YouTube algorithm to push this crucial reality-based information to millions of other patriotic Nigerians who are desperate to know the truth about the security of our nation. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell immediately. We work tirelessly every single day to track these complex national security stories so you do not have to, and your wonderful support is exactly what empowers our independent newsroom to keep reporting the facts. Moving right back into the explosive contents of the leaked intelligence, the documents reveal that the armed syndicates are currently in a state of deep panic and rapid reorganization. Because Turji is confirmed dead, his massive network of heavily armed men was left without their central commander. The leaks confirm that emergency secret meetings have already been held deep inside the surviving forest enclaves, and new leaders have officially been approved to take over the fragmented groups. This is a very critical moment for the defense forces because the transition of power within these dangerous syndicates often leads to internal clashes or worse, a desperate attempt by the new leaders to prove their strength by launching unprovoked attacks. The new commanders, whose names have also been flagged in the leaked files, are reportedly trying to gather the remaining fighters who survived the American bombardment and re-establish their strongholds. The fact that new leaders have been officially approved internally is the final undeniable proof that the former kingpin is never coming back. The US-assisted airstrikes successfully cut off the head of the snake, but the defense headquarters must now remain incredibly vigilant to ensure the newly appointed leaders do not have the breathing room to rebuild what was just destroyed. This massive security development brings us to a very deep and important national conversation, and I genuinely want to hear your personal, highly detailed thoughts on this matter. When you look at the fact that Bello Turji's elimination was hidden from the public until these documents leaked, do you believe the government was right to keep it a secret to prevent immediate retaliation from his followers, or do you think Nigerians deserved to know immediately that the Donald Trump airstrikes were successful? Furthermore, how do you feel about the intervention of the United States military in our local security crisis? Do you think the Sokoto bombardment ordered by the American president were the exact heavy hand needed to finally eliminate leaders like Turji, or are you worried about the newly approved leaders taking over the camps and planning their revenge? Please take a few moments right now to go straight down into the comment section and type out your full honest opinion. Your unique perspective is an incredibly vital part of this massive ongoing national conversation about the safety of our communities, the effectiveness of international military help, and how we can finally achieve lasting peace in the Northwest.